The last family dinner, the gathering. I never liked family dinners. Not because of the food Mom's cooking was fine. Not because of the company, well, actually, that was the problem. It was the way everyone played pretend. Like we were a happy, normal family. Like there weren't years of buried resentment sitting between us, right next to the mashed potatoes. But tonight was different. Tonight, there was a secret at the table. And by the end of the night, it was going to destroy us. It started with a text from Mom. "Mom, dinner. 7 p.m., no excuses." I sighed. "No, hi, no, how are you? Just an order." Classic. I hadn't been home in almost a year, not since Dad's funeral. I told myself I was too busy work, life, anything to avoid sitting at that damn table again. But tonight I had no choice. Because this wasn't just any dinner. This was the first time all of us, me, Mom, my sister Emily, and my brother Nate, would be in the same room since we buried Dad. And I could already feel the storm brewing. The first course, silence and wine. When I walked into the house, nothing had changed. Same floral wallpaper, same ticking grandfather clock, same smell of rosemary and lemon from the kitchen. But something felt different, colder. Emily was already at the table, swirling wine in her glass. She looked up, gave me a tight smile, then went back to drinking. "Nice to see you too," I muttered, sitting down. Before she could reply, Nate walked in. He didn't acknowledge me, just sat down, checked his phone, and sighed. Mom entered last, carrying a steaming dish of roasted chicken. She set it down, wiped her hands on her apron, and forced a smile. "Well," she said, "look at us, together again." No one answered. Instead, the silence stretched, thick, uncomfortable, like everyone was waiting for someone else to speak first. The second course, old wounds. We ate, chewed, avoided eye contact, until Nate finally broke the silence. "So, are we going to talk about it?" Mom tensed. Emily's grip tightened on her fork. I set my glass down. "Talk about what?" Nate scoffed. "Come on, don't play dumb." He turned to Mom. "You called this dinner for a reason. Just say it." Mom hesitated, then softly, "It's about the house." My stomach sank. Of course. Dad had left the house in his will, but instead of picking one of us, he had left it to all three of us. No instructions, no guidance, just figure it out. And we hadn't, because none of us could agree on what to do. Nate wanted to sell, Emily wanted to keep it, and me? I just wanted to get through dinner without a fight. "Well," Emily said, placing her napkin down, "I'm not selling." "Jesus Christ," Nate muttered, rubbing his temples. "We've been over this. It's Dad's house. Our family's house. I'm not selling it just so you can get a paycheck." Nate's jaw clenched. "It's not about the money." Emily laughed bitterly. "Oh, sure. That's why you already met with a realtor, right?" Nate's face darkened. Mom set down her fork. Her fingers trembled. "And then, the house isn't ours to sell." Silence. Heavy, suffocating. Then a slow creak. The front door opening. Footsteps in the hallway. A voice. Soft. Familiar. "Hey everyone, did you miss me?" The ghost at the table. The room felt frozen. Nobody moved. Nobody breathed. The voice was too familiar. Too impossible. And yet, when the figure stepped into the light, we saw him. Tall. Thin. The same sharp cheekbones, the same dark eyes. Our brother. Daniel. The brother who had been dead for 10 years. Emily made a choking sound. No, this isn't. Nate stood up so fast his chair scraped against the floor. His face twisted in fury. "What kind of sick joke is this?" Mom said nothing, because she knew. She had known this whole time. Daniel smiled. "I know it's a shock." He stepped forward, casual, like he hadn't been missing for a decade. Like we hadn't buried an empty casket. I gritted my teeth. "Start talking, now." Daniel tilted his head. "Why don't you tell them, Mom?" Mom exhaled shakily, folding her hands in her lap. "I had to protect you," she whispered. Emily scoffed. "Protect us from what?" Mom looked at Daniel. And Daniel, he smiled. Like this was funny. Like this wasn't ripping us apart. She whispered, "He killed your father's brother, your Uncle Mark." The world tilted. Uncle Mark, the one who went missing. The one we never talked about. Nate's hands curled into fists. "That's a lie." Daniel spread his arms. "It wasn't an accident." Mom's voice cracked. "Your father covered it up. He sent Daniel away. Paid off the right people. Told everyone he was dead." I felt sick. Dad had lied. Mom had lied. Daniel should have been locked away. Instead, he was here, smiling, laughing, sitting at our damn dinner table. "So why now?" I asked, voice cold. "Why come back after all these years?" Daniel's eyes darkened. "Because Dad's dead now, and this house—" He exhaled, running a hand over the wood grain of the table. "This house is mine." He pulled out a crumpled piece of paper and slid it across the table. It was Dad's will. The most recent version, and at the bottom, in bold letters, Daniel gets the house. The final goodbye. I left that night. Didn't pack, didn't say goodbye, just walked out the door and never looked back. A week later, the house was empty. Mom moved into an apartment. Emily went back to her city job. Nate wouldn't talk about what happened that night. And Daniel? He got what he wanted. The house, the legacy, the final victory. But sometimes late at night, I wonder, did we escape him, or did we just let him win?